Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Meridy here with our faded concrete kit, and this is my first process video using that kit. And yeah, I'm just going to jump right in. I am going to start with these two pictures of my son. He is actually cooking in these pictures. They are not having anything to do with cars or garages or anything. I know that there are a lot of car icons and themes running throughout this kit. This is just my journaling that I'll put on there another day. So anyways, these are the two 3x4 pictures that I'm going to use. This is going to represent my journaling when I show you where I'm going to put it at the end of my layout. I pulled a few things out of the embellishments that I think I would like to use on this layout. This word moments, and a couple of little tabs. This fills my heart, awesome. Another little tab, a ticket, details. The little Tim Holtz, the future belongs to the curious. I am here for the good times. And this little Viewmaster slide. This came in the various ephemera packs and chipboard packs. So I would like to use those few things for sure. I've got all of these pieces that came from the ephemera packs. I just emptied them in that because it's a little easier. I've got my sequin mix. I've got my rub-ons here, which are amazing, and my alphabet thickers. And then I've got a little bit of mixed media items over here and my twine. So I am just going to keep all of this together to be able to pull things when I'm ready. And I'm going to start with this. So earlier this month, I made a layout, not just for myself, a just personal thing. And what I did is I actually got the idea on Instagram. I saw something, so I used it. And what I did is I took a white sheet of cardstock, which I'm going to grab right now. So this white cardstock is just from my stash. It did not come in the kit. So I'm going to grab a white sheet of cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a giant circle in the middle of this white cardstock. So to do that, I'm going to use a self-healing mat and my little circle cutting system here. And I'm just going to cut it right in the middle. I'm going to line it up, eyeball it as close as I can, and cut the circle. I'm using this Making Memory circle template and cutting it at the furthest blade from the edge. So I get the smallest circle I can get with this circle cutter. Okay. All right. I can set that off to the side now. So now I've got this paper with a circle cut right out of the middle, and I'm going to back it with this patterned paper just like this. So I know that this circle is 8 inches across, so I am going to cut a piece of this paper. This is the back, what the back looks like. So I'm going to cut a piece of this paper. I'm going to go ahead and cut it 8.5 inch square. So 8.5 inches by 8.5 inches. That way I will save this for another layout. But this way, since I cut it 8.5 inches square, it will cover up the whole back. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. Alrighty, so I've got my paper nice centered, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to put my two pictures. The first picture, he's cutting the meat for what he's making, and the second picture, he's like stirring it together and mixing it. And I'm going to put those down at the side. I'm not sure where I'm going to use this yet. I think I'm going to kind of offset it around there. What is this? Man is never so manly as when he feels deeply, boldly expresses himself with frankness and fervor. I don't think I need that one on this layout. And then I'm going to try to put other embellishments like around this circle to try to like fill in that open apart, and I'm gonna kind of use like these lighter colors. And then, you know what? I'm gonna try to space out so that like I've got a white color in those 3 spots, and then I'm gonna get a dark color in 3 spots. Like I've got a little dark color up there, and now I've got a dark color over here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna layer these up right now. And then I've got one of these long. I'm obviously needing a lot more to fill this up. And I'm not even sure if I like this right now. I just have one of those that I'm using. Okay, so I need a lot more to fill in these areas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start pulling out things out of here to use. And then I also have these rub-ons that I can refer to, and I think I can put a few of them in some places. Like I really think that I need to map my pictures on some white paper, and then I think I want to put a rub-on under here to kind of ground the picture. And I might use some of these, but not under there. I think I would rather use one of these textured ones down there that I can turn to the side, or maybe even 2 of these textured ones. I don't really want to use anything that reminds me of the street and the road, because this is not a car type of layout. Another thing that I think I want to use is I want to put a little bit of mixed media on the back. I think I need to put some down here and a little up there. Maybe shouldn't have adhered that down right now, but it's okay. Oh, I also have some of these that I can layer up, some layers under here. This might look really nice just to brighten this up a little. You know what? I am gonna go ahead and trim this off the bottom and wedge this underneath here. That's gonna be helpful in kind of differentiating between my pictures. I don't want to make it too boxy over here. Let's see, I'm going to, maybe I should map my pictures on these. Maybe that would look nice. Let's see how that would look. You know, I think I am gonna do that. I'm gonna mat this picture over here on this off-white color. What other colors do I have here? I've got lots of these. I don't really want to use the green one because there's no other green in this layout. I do like the gray one. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give both of these pictures a very, very, very thin white mat using some white cardstock. And then I'm going to put that on top of these because it's blending so much in the background. But I really want a thin white mat. And to do that, I think I'm gonna have to trim the picture ever so slightly. I trimmed just a little bit off this picture, so it's about 2 3/4 inches wide now. So that way, when I give it a thin white mat, it's just so slight. And it will still fit on this, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and flip it upside down and mat it like this. So I'm gonna mat both of these pictures exactly the way that I just matted this one, except I probably won't flip the mat. I'll leave this one in that direction. Okay, and I'll be right back when I get these all adhered down, or all matted together, I mean. I just want to get a little bit of mixed media around here. And I don't want to mess up my layout doing it. So I think what I'm going to do is gently, I've got too many things going on right here. I think what I'm going to do is scooch this out to the over to the side a little bit and try a little bit of my idea on this paper right here. So let me get that set up. Alrighty, so I'm going to use this A Chance of Rain that came in the kit this month, and I'm going to attempt to paint it on, but I need to see, it's fairly dark, so I think I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. Even adding water isn't really lightening it up unless I add a lot of water to it. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I just want to put a little bit up here and a little bit down here, and maybe after that I can decide if I want to do any more. So I'm going to spray a little and spray a little water, kind of a lot of water. And I'm just going to start blotting. Okay, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have put quite so much on, but it's okay. And then I want to put a little down here. The more that you mess with the paper when it's wet, the more it's gonna be like pilling, since I'm not using watercolor paper. So I'm trying not to mess very much. Okay, and then I just want a little bit in this area. And then maybe a little bit right here. Let's see how this is looking if I set this all back. I've got kind of a lot going up there. It's gonna have to be okay. I'm not redoing it. Okay, I think I need a little more in this area because you almost can't see it. And then I guess I added a little more than what I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way in case I need it in a little bit. Okay, next I'm gonna come in. I need to let this dry fairly well before I do anything else. I wanna add some rub-ons, but it's really wet right now. And then I'm just gonna cut these apart and kind of lay them down where I want them to be, because I don't want to adhere them until I'm like completely thinking that's the perfect spot for them. And I really like these 4, like, so I'm going to cut them apart and kind of lay them out. And then maybe I need a couple of these tiny ones from the bottom to kind of even out here. I'm not sure if I'm loving that one down there. I feel like it needs that might be better. I think I like the dark one down there. Okay, and then I'm going to cut a couple of these little ones. Okay, I need to build up a lot more around this circle, I think. It's also kind of hard to tell when everything is not adhered down because it gets kind of moved ever so slightly. So I'm just gonna go through here and pick out some things that I think will look good on this, and I will be right back. I'll do that off camera and I will be right back. Okay, I picked 4 things so far. I'm not even too sure if this is like trash. It's supposed to be trash. It was the inside of a frame, but it might look good to back that. And then I can't forget that I have all these words here, as well as my alphabets that I could use for a title. And I think I will title this "What He Was Cooking," which I have a terrible accent, so it's called birria, which is shredded beef with a bunch of spices. But yeah, I think I'm gonna title the whole thing that. I think I can maybe make it all in capital letters. And I could put it in that area somewhere. This is looking a little, maybe I'll make it go around the circle. That might be better. So I'm gonna just start getting some of these things down because there's really no other way to do this. And I'm gonna cut this one in half so I can save that because I feel like I can use that on another piece. And I'm going to use this to really adhere this rub-on down. Oh, they apply so nicely. I love it. I was so scared of rub-ons for a while because for a while there, they did not all apply that nicely, but these 49er Market rub-ons are awesome. Okay, I'm gonna start adhering things down just where I've got it, just starting at the bottom layer and adhering upwards as I go. So I will be right back when I get a majority of these down on the layout. Okay, I've got everything just about adhered down. I am going to tie some of this twine through there and through there, just a little bit. I think I'm just gonna make a knot. I'm not making like a bow or anything. And then my title, I've moved it around, like overlapped this little line, the dividing line between where the patterned paper goes and where the white paper goes, like on the circle. And I do think I like it overlapping a little. And I think I'm going to take a pen and write homemade across there, just in my handwriting. So let me try that in a second. Let's get this knot tied first. Now I can glue this down. Okay, let's see. I am going to go ahead and get those letters adhered, and I do like to put a little extra adhesive on the back of my thickers, especially these because I've moved them around on the page so many times. So I feel like they're like losing their stickiness right now because I keep moving them and adjusting them. So I'm just dotting them in a little glue on the back of my hand because that's easy for me. Okay, I'm probably going to put my journaling down there on the corner in this area. I have a lot of journaling on this layout, so my journaling is going to take a lot of space. But if you had just an average amount, you could just put it in this area, or like kind of start some up here and continue down there. So that's where I will add my journaling. And then I'm gonna write the word homemade right there with a pen. Make sure this pen is working good. Oh yeah. And then I'm just going to write in cursive. I'm going to try to write right there, just like that. If I try to do it too slow and too contrived, it will be a mess. So I just had to go for it. Let's see. Deciding if I need to put this anywhere. Actually, yeah, I am gonna put it right there because when I take it away, it kind of looks bare. And then I am gonna take the mist that I used for this background, and I'm gonna put a few splatters on this layout. So I wanna cover up my pictures so I don't splatter on them. Oh, I forgot, this is not adhered down yet. And let me show you how I'm going to adhere that piece of metal down. I think that my favorite adhesive to adhere things like this down is Glossy Accents. So just gonna put a bit of Glossy Accents on the back and get that in place right there. And then I don't want a lot of splatters, I just want a few. Let me see. I'm gonna test sample on a little piece and make sure. Yeah. I think that's all the splatters that I'm going to need. I don't want to overdo it. I feel a little emptiness up here. So maybe it needs a couple splatters up there. That's good. And then possibly, I might just put one of these little pieces. I'm going to cut a couple of these stars off. I'm just going to cut 3. And I'm going to put them around the layout because I feel like maybe that they need a little. And the thing is, once you set these down, they are not very forgiving to move around because they want to stick. Okay guys, I'm almost done, but I feel like it needs some sort of color down the side right there. So I'm going to take the branding strip off of this sheet of paper since it is navy blue. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere it down the side right here, I think. Let me see how that looks. Oh yeah, I think I like that, just like that. So with that, I think this layout is going to be complete. If you enjoyed my process video and want to see me make more layouts using this kit this month, and then in every subsequent month I'll be using a new kit, and I work my way through the kit each month. You might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you don't already. I try to make about 8 process videos a month using our current month's kit at Not Just for Boys Kit Club. We do have a subscription option at our kit club available now, so if you'd like to automatically, you know, receive our monthly kit in the mail, I will link that in the description of this video. Let's see what else. If you were inspired by this layout to create a layout either similar to this one or with these supplies, or something from your stash, you like that you were inspired by this layout, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group, and I will also link that in the description of this video. Otherwise, I will see you guys back here in a couple of days with my second video using the faded concrete kits. Thanks guys, have a great day.